Okay, so A, swoon. But also B, that is in no way an actual resolution to the freaking problem. I abandoned you, but it's cool because I know it was a mistake and your totes the best is a nice sentiment, but isn't quite enough to justify immediate forgiveness, let alone a marriage in the third act. Yet, from this moment on, the pair spends the rest of the plot making puppy dog eyes at each other, much to their son's dismay. I'm not saying Indy and Marion don't deserve a happy ending together, I just don't for a second believe she would let him off the hook that easily. So, without Marion to redeem the movie, I figured Cate Blanchett would be the secret weapon. I mean, she's always wonderful, and if Thor: Ragnarok proved anything, it's that she makes a kick-ass villain. So I was sort of looking forward to revisiting her performance in this, assuming it was a masterpiece I'd simply forgotten about. And it almost is. As the crackpot Dr. Irina Spalko, Blanchett gets to wave a sword around and be a gloriously unhinged loony. Yet her accent is all over the map and the Prince Valiant hairdo doesn't help. I'm not saying she's bad, per se. She's Cate Blanchett, she doesn't do bad. But she's no Gila, if you catch my drift. Still, she plays an integral part of what, after much deliberation, I've come to realize is the single redeeming moment of the entire film. The scene where Spalko kicks the sh*t out of Mutt while sword fighting on top of a series of military vehicles racing through the jungle. At one point, she gets a really good high kick and, nailing him right in the face. At another point, Mutt is left straddling two cars while a series of shrubs smack him in the junk. It's not that Mutt doesn't acquit himself well in the fight, it's just that the whole thing seems designed to harass him on some level. In fact, harassing Indy's weird Marlon Brando impersonating son is basically the film's mission statement. Still, it's a fairly entertaining action sequence, one that ages particularly well in light of the additional decades worth of information we, the audience, have about the careers of Blanchett and LaBeouf. We know she will go on to bigger and better things, and he'll go on to wear a bag on his head or whatever, but it also pairs well with the film's closing scene, after Indiana finally marries Marion. A stiff breeze blows Indy's iconic hat to Mutt's feet, a very clear passing of the torch, until Indy snatches it back from Mutt and walks away. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull may have taken great pains to introduce an heir to Indy's legacy, but it never quite takes the character seriously, and it clearly never planned to truly set up Mutt as a hero on par with his dad. When you think about it, the entire film is an exercise in pointlessness, and that final hat grab was the parting insult, another metaphorical kick to the kid's face to remind us that his entire existence was ultimately meaningless. But as far as kicks to the face go, seeing Cate Blanchett do it was still more satisfying. And that's why that moment is ultimately the most enjoyable thing this film has to offer.